Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Juice. It's your boy Amazing Ace here, about to get into it live and direct. Let's talk about it, all right? Today's episode, we're going to talk about when is the right time. When is the right time for anything? When is the right time for a relationship? When is it the right time for you to walk into your goals? When is the right time to walk into your future plans? When is the right time to walk into your future job? When is the right time to walk into your dream home, and etc. How do you identify these times? So let's talk about that. When we go through certain things in our lives and we go through certain transformations and we go through certain steps and certain traumas and certain learning lessons and etc., we learn a lot of things during these paths if we pay attention to it. We don't, like, a lot of the times when we go through stuff, a lot of us go through it hoping that we could get out of it as soon as possible and we could go on to the next thing. But what I want you guys to understand is it's not about getting out of it as soon as possible. It's about understanding the lesson within the lesson. You know what I mean? So now, what I mean by that is when you understand the lesson within the lesson is when you are paying attention to what's going on around you, when you are in the moment, when you are really, really in the moment. Like, you feel the ground beneath your feet, you feel the air within your skin, and you just understand what's going on at that time, and you're present. When you understand what's going on in the moment, a lot of the times, when you're in the moment, it's easier to understand what's about to come next, and it's easier to understand what you're about to go through when you come across it. So try to be mindful of that, try to pay attention to that. Because a lot of us don't pay attention to that. A lot of us aren't in the moment. And when you're not in the moment, it's hard to identify when you're going to reach your goals or when you're going to reach your dreams or when you are where you want to be. And unless you really understand that, you can't really move past it. Now, we're going to go through a couple of steps that you could use to identify if you're in the right moment or if it's the right time for you to do anything, right? So for instance, right, let's say you have all these feelings or energies or stuff just telling you to go do something or to step forward or to go forth with whatever it is that's going on. If you have these things coming at you and it's so strongly and it's just challenging you, and if you turn the other way, you feel out of place or you feel awkward or you feel weird, then that probably means you should do it. Because those are your intuitions kicking in. Those are your spiritual guides kicking in. Those are your higher selves kicking in. That is like you really in depth with what you're supposed to be trying to do, where you're supposed to be trying to lead to. And if there's certain times where it feels like things are being forced, where you feel like you're doing things out of place, or you're pushing yourself to do something, if you are pushing yourself to do something, then it is not meant to be. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't look right, if everything is just out of place, if things aren't just hitting right, then it probably isn't right. Then you probably should just step away from that or pause from that at the moment and come back at another time. These are just a couple of signs that help you to understand if something is right for you or if you're in the right moment in time. Because a lot of times when you're in the right place at the right time, in the right moment, everything is just gonna hit. It's gonna be like magic. It's just gonna hit in like simultaneous combustions. It's gonna be like, oh, something good happened here, something nice happened there, something positive over here, and your whole day is just gonna go like that. It's gonna be like an orchestra just going through so smoothly with the music. So I want you guys to understand when things are feeling right, because you're gonna understand, you're gonna feel it within yourself. You're gonna feel it in your body. You're gonna feel it in your mind. You're gonna feel it in your heart. So if it's just right, it's gonna feel right. If it's not right, then it's not. But it's up to you to identify these moments and understand these moments. Even going into relationships, because a lot of us ask, how do we find the right person, the right guy, the right girl, or etc. Now, it's a couple of ways to go about this, you know? A couple of ways. Now, if it feels right and things are just flowing and you guys are just talking and everything is good, then yeah, maybe you can see what's up. I'm not saying this is the right person just yet, but just go a little bit more deeper. Get more in depth. Understand the person. Talk to the person. Get more in tune with the person. Share with the person. Let them share with you. You feel me? And if everything feels right and there's no odd feelings, no odd vibrations, no negative energy, then maybe you should explore it a little bit further and see what's going on. Because once we understand these things here, we understand like there's more to it. Because a lot of us, we kick off things because, oh, I don't know, it don't feel right. Or you had one boring conversation, or one conversation that went left, or one conversation that might have went good, you know, but you didn't really explore the person a little bit more to really understand who this person is or where you could go with this person, you know. So once we understand that we need to explore more, we need to get more in depth with the things that we are trying to do. Because right now we're living in such a fast-paced world that we're not trying to take out any time to figure anything out, to learn about anything, to explore anything, you know, because everything is just fast. Like if you're not giving us a quick biography about yourself and you're not hitting us with stuff that's gonna be attractive, that's gonna get us in tune, that's gonna get us like involved with you, then we're not really hitting it. You gotta have the perfect pitch nowadays. If you don't have the perfect pitch, nobody's trying to waste any time with you. And we need to unplug from that because everybody's not gonna have the perfect pitch, but this might be the perfect person for you. And if you don't understand that, you're not gonna really get into the full potential that you could really reach. And once you identify with that, and you're really in tune with yourself, and you realize when to have patience, when to take your time, when to be in fast pace, and etc. Because there's times to be fast, and there's times to take your time. You know, take it a step at a time. Really understand it, really get in tune, really get in depth, you know? Because when these times come, it's just so special. It's just so memorable. And these are the moments that make the moments in your life when you look back and reflect, you know? So right now, I just want everybody to understand when it comes to finding the perfect time or the perfect moment or the perfect person, it's just really understanding yourself before anything. It's always mindset before anything. Mindset, understanding, and self-development. When you're in tune with yourself and you're fully understanding of yourself, and you're in the same wave pattern that you need to be in every level, as far as your chakras go, as far as your kundalini goes, and etc. When you understand these things, you're gonna understand everything else around you is gonna work effectively. As long as you work effectively. You give 110%, you will get back 110%. If not, maybe 220%. You're gonna always get back what you give or more. You just have to push it to that level. So that's what I want to give you guys. That's what I want to leave you guys with today. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to the right moment, the right time, it's all about what you feel and what you understand. If you guys want to understand more, then tap in with me. Let me know how you feel about this topic, and I will get more in depth about it with you. Until then, until next time, average and amazing, 963, amazing ace. Until next time, thank you.